What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Retold action. Yes, I get it right. I think that's what we're going to have to go with. That's going to be the phrase. All right, we've got in the right side of the map, in the blue color, I'm told that this is Eric. Eric BR. And he is going by the name Keen Rex, because why not? His opponent today in the red color, playing as Loki, his name is AoM Sonic. Really, really excited to see this game. Eric was in Twitch chat earlier before I was talking to him. He was saying he's having a good time. He got really high on the ranked ladder to start the beta off. So definitely a player who's going to be very, very strong to look out for. Sonic on the other side here. I believe this is a player who I think I've played a couple of times on the Titans. I think I have. I think this is AoM Sonic that I play. And he doesn't really play a lot of 1v1s or ranked games on that account. And I always underestimate him because he's got like a 1700 rating. But he's actually a really, really strong Loki player. So I'm excited to see how he's going to adapt. And I do love this sharing of the Ox Cart here by Sonic. We'll see if he's got any plans for that here. If you know my opinion thus far, I'll say it a couple of times and maybe people get bored of it, but I think that you should just be building your Ox Carts straight away here with Norse. I don't see really any problems with doing that. Over on the other side here, we see Eric has already got 3 villagers on gold, which means a very, very fast temple up, but that might not be... Okay, I think what Eric's done here is gone 5 on food to kick the game off. This gets him a lot more food income to start it up, and he should be able to get his temple down with good efficiency here, and also be able to afford everything that he needs in the archaic age with the extra gold he gets for the Heracles. So it does make some sense here what he's doing, but we'll see if he's going to be able to nail that 4-minute advance time or if it's going to be a little bit late. It also goes for a second granary. This is a really, really big Voobly style thing, which I think this is going to be one of those things that might die out. I really think that you want to just be on 1 granary here. Costs too much wood to build 2. Slows you down too much going to the classical age. And you're just going to get under pressure really, really early by aggressive players. But if you eat all of the food straight away in that home spot, you're going to be able to advance. You're going to be able to move to your secondary hunt location and defend that. That's my prediction here in terms of where the game's going to go. But we'll have to wait and see. Temple coming up, 2 villagers here on that one. If we jump over onto Sonic's perspective, he's getting a final dwarf out. He's got 5 dwarves here. He's got all these villagers onto this hippopotamus over here as well. And it looks like he's going to be able to advance. I really like this build here from Sonic. Probably could have gone 1 villager less and advanced with maybe a little bit more crispness with the build order, I think. But in the end, this is still going to be good. He's still got a lot of really nice things here. See the walls coming up around the towers already, eating this hippopotamus. And I like this. He's actually left these gazelle on this side, which should be a little bit easier to eat. He's also got chickens in the back of his base. So if Eric, who is known for his aggressive Zeus, if he goes for a very aggressive play here, Sonic's going to be able to defend this. However, is this Hermes? We're seeing Hermes. So it's not an Athena rush. We're seeing Hermes. Eric's got 5 villagers on wood. And he's got, 5 villagers on gold. And he's got 6 villagers on wood. I think this is a far second town center. If we take a look at the town center over here, Eric does have some gazelle behind it. He does have a very nice forest here to defend this position. And he's got a nice gold mine over here. And with that Hermes, with that ceasefire, he should be okay here to make things happen. So we'll see how it goes. Gets his Jason out. He's got his Centaur out, and it does look like, yep, instant town center coming through for Eric. Sonic, on the other hand here, he is playing so scared right now because he's up against the might of Zeus. Zeus early game pressure, very, very scary. So sitting in his base here, gets himself his longhouse. That longhouse builds only throw an axeman for yourself. So Sonic is actually really scared about a hoplite all in to start this game off. And he's got no scouting done on the map. So he's got no idea what he's up against. So at this point, he's going to have to scout he's going to have to see no military units, and he's going to have to work it out after that. As the house is coming down, the town center does take a long time to build, but it's going to come through nonetheless. And then Eric's going to have to play a defensive game behind this. I'm really interested in seeing how this kind of meta develops of when do I get a second town center? When can I min defend this? Or when do I have to go for units to defend first and then get the town center going? It's going to be a really, really interesting thing as players are trying to work out exactly what they're supposed to do, what's good and what's bad. At the moment, Eric's just jumping onto all of these resources here, doing what he can. And we do see the units here for Sonic looking very, very much like they want to come and party inside of Eric's base. But with the Centaur there, sends that one pack. And he can also get himself Watchtowers pretty early. I think Watchtowers is going to be a really strong upgrade. While you can dodge the arrows that come out of the tower, if the unit doesn't dodge, both arrows are appearing to hit. So I think as we see a spy getting dropped down by Sonic, where's he seeing with this? He sees the Jason at the moment. I think that Watchtowers have got less damage, but they're doing more damage overall because the arrows are always hitting. Is my current guesstimation on exactly how things are working. But you can also dodge them. So with good micro, they do nothing. Well, with perfect micro, they do nothing, I should say. But Sonic's still putting the pressure on. He's still got his town center over here. He still gets a little bit of damage out, making himself hoplites, making himself toxoid. He still has that ceasefire if he needs it. And now we see Sonic saying, oh, there's a town center there. So he's got to start rethinking his game plan here a little bit. Does he go for an all-out aggression and try and completely shut Eric off, or does he try and get a timing attack in, go to the heroic age, or does he just go for a delayed second town center and just play kind of catch up with the Norse economy? We'll have to wait and see. But Eric at the moment, he's got 2 military buildings. His economy is kind of struggling a little bit to stabilize here as he's spending. He's probably got too many villages on the gold, or has had too many villages on the gold. So he's floating a little bit of gold at the moment, which is going to make things a little bit difficult. I do think that 2 town center gameplay is going to be a little bit more challenging to play than 1 town center gameplay, given the kind of mechanics that we're given in Retold. And this is strictly an auto queue observation here, with having no auto queue on military. Even though your villages are going to be producing constantly, your ability to defend yourself is going to be much more challenging because you have to be forever worried about training cycles. Anyways, Sonic pushing through. We do see the Toxoid. He's getting a couple of free kills over here before Sonic does decide to retreat. It's really important when you go for 2 town centers to know the timing of when you've actually paid the town center off and you're actually at an equal footing. And I love that Eric is just poking Sonic at this point. More military buildings. Armory actually coming up. And we are going to be seeing a heroic age coming through for Sonic really, really soon. Now, what I want to see here from Sonic is not an all-in with this flaming weapons that he's going to go for. Or potentially, I'm assuming he's going to go for Bragi. He is going for Bragi. I don't want to see an all-in with this. I want to see him go for the mythic age behind this. This is one of those things that was kind of discovered, so to speak, in the past couple of years on the Titans. Is that like semi-fast mythic against the 2 town center defending Greek player is nigh undefendable because there's just so much value that comes through with that mythic age. But we'll see if it's going to work out or what Sonic's actually going to do. Look at that troll there with that huge special pushing those Toxotes away as he's trying to fight. Not only this, he's also got the healing spring helping him out on this fight. How much does that heal those units up? That's quick. Hold on, my laptop's struggling again. This healing spring is bonkers. Okay, up. I'm not touching it. Laptop, come on, we just breathe. It's fine. The throw-in axeman here is going up by what looks to be 1 HP a second, and it's moving. So, and it's moving. So I think healing was working a little bit differently in Retold. I'm not sure exactly how it's working just yet, but I think this healing spring might be low-key broken. And I mean that with the pun in there. I mean it. I did it on purpose. Heroic Age is through now for Sonic. He's going to have to decide where he wants to attack. At this point, Sonic still has the advantage in terms of military count. There is still ceasefire remaining, but it only lasts for a short period of time. I believe it's 30 seconds. So Sonic moving up to this top position to target down this town center and try and tear it down. I think all that Eric needs to do here is just ceasefire and then run away. Doesn't need to actually fight here, as we do see the units turning around, taking the fight. Bolt onto that battle ball there. Flaming weapons down. Ceasefire clicked. 30 seconds. There's going to be 30 seconds of flaming weapons left after this ceasefire. So significant nerf to the ceasefire. But I do think Eric's best bet here is to just leave this town center. He's already got a huge villager lead, so he does not need to keep this building alive. Just allow Sonic to use the remainder of this 30 seconds to just kill the town center, and he's going to be ahead in this game. But if he loses all these villagers trying to defend this one, I don't know how good that's going to be, as Eric does not retreat those villagers away. We do see the units here trying to take down a little bit of stuff here. The military value from Sonic is still looking very, very nice at the moment. More battle balls are coming through. Town Center attempting to get repaired back up here. Would love to see that troll utilizing that special ability onto those villagers to send them flying, as the battle balls coming in, getting a huge amount of damage done onto those Toxotes. Eric's got to retreat back into his main base. He does have the watchtowers, but the Town Center is about to fall. Flaming Weapons has finished up here, and the Hersa returned back to a normal amount of HP or attack damage. And in that moment, Eric taps out. GG. This was a really, really well executed timing attack from Sonic, but I do think that Eric had this game in the bag. I think he played it correctly. I think that this timing attack here shouldn't work. I think you ceasefire, you run the villagers over to the other side here. The flaming weapons ends, and you just keep on building units. Even though you lose the town center, it doesn't matter. You've already paid it off with your villager lead. So it's not an important thing to defend here. Instead, Eric's, through that entire fight, he's got all these villagers idle, repairing the town center as well. So they're spending resources, and he just gets absolutely overrun. But nice timing attack here from Sonic. Really cool to see players coming up with basically incredibly good timings. This is something that I would have expected to happen a little bit later on in the beta, or even not in this first couple of days this game is out, but Sonic's already making it work. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.